Okay, and the final operation that we need to look at is where you're expanding brackets that have surds involved. Very simple, very similar to how you expand normal brackets. We're just going to use our laws of surds to help us simplify. So when we expand the single bracket, I need to do a root 6 times by 2. That's going to give me a 2 root 6. You need to be careful on that one because the 2 does not have a root over it. So you can't use your laws of surds on it. It's just 2 times root 6. And then we're going to do the root 6 times by root 3. But we're subtracting that. So root 6 times by root 3. And of course, we can use our laws of surds to simplify that down a little bit. The root 6 times by root 3, put them under 1 square root. It's going to give you root 18. And then, of course, as it says in the question, simplify where possible. So we need to check the 6, we need to check the 18. Are there square numbers bigger than 1 that go into them? With the 6, unfortunately not. We can leave that as a 2 root 6 then. But with the root 18, 9 is a square number that goes into it. So we can rewrite it as root 9 times root 2. And then, of course, square root of 9 is 3. And we still need to times that by the root 2. They're not like terms, so we can't collect them together. Same idea on the next one. Let's start by expanding the bracket. I'm going to multiply the 4 root 11 by 5 root 2. Start with the 4 times 5 to give me 20. And then root 11 times by root 2. That's just going to give me root 22. I'm combining those two separate surds together. Like I said, might be skipping 1 or 2 steps of working. Hopefully you can see how that works though. Exactly the same on the next part of the expansion. 4 root 11 times 2 root 11. Do the 4 times 2 first. Your two coefficients, that's going to give you 8. And then root 11 times by root 11. Combine those two separate ones under 1. 11 times 11, 121. Simplify from there if you can. No square numbers bigger than 1 that go into 22, so we can't simplify that bit. But the square root of 121 is a square number, so we can square root that to give us 11. Final step then, leave the 20 root 22 because it can't be simplified. But 8 times by 11 going to give us 88. And then the final question, be a little bit careful here because it says we are squaring this bracket. Just think though, what does it mean by squaring something? Well, it simply means you're timesing it by itself. So if we're squaring the bracket, we're actually doing the bracket times by itself. So root 3 plus 2 times by another root 3 plus 2. Hopefully you're confident with expanding double brackets as well. Let's do that now. I need to do the root 3 times by root 3. Combine those two separate surds into 1. I need to do a root 3 times 2. Give me a 2 root 3. Then I need to do another 2 times root 3. And then the final part is the 2 times by 2, which is going to give me 4. And then we just simplify. Root 9 is 3. If I've got 2 root 3s and I add 2 more root 3s, I've got 4 of them. And then we've got the 4 left over. Again, collect like terms. The 3 add the 4, going to give us 7. And we've got this 4 root 3 left over.